or maybe even a review of Harry Potter, what we mean to present here is neither, but an ethnography on the fictional world of Harry Potter. To some, fiction would seem to be an unlikely and unusable topic. Some would say that anthropologists only write ethnographies on fictions. We would say that today's fiction is tomorrow's myth. Written fiction is a raw form of myth-making, the tip of the cultural iceberg, if you will. It's evidence of the structure that we can't see through the actions that we can. In good fiction, situations and interactions reveal not only how we think culturally, but how we think society should work. By looking at myth, in this case fiction, we can use it as a magnifying glass to see close up the concerns and thought processes of a society. One of the main concerns that seems to come up with this kind of analysis is the single author. How can you write an ethnography based on one person's thoughts written in prose? The beauty or horror of books is that they're sold. Not only are they sold, but they become popular. Not only do they become popular, but they're popularized. There are books that succeed and books that fail miserably in a puddle of their author's prose. As anthropologists, we should know better than to assume that there is no formula to a successful novel. As we can see, there is well-written entertainment that doesn't hit the mark of success, and poorly written riffraff that hangs on forever and ever in the center of popularity.
Books by Margaret Mead.
Ouch.
It is not the skill of the pen or the sharpness of the mind that fuels the entertainment beast, or apparently the academic beast as well, but the accurateness by which an author can spin the myth. That being said, there are some advantages and disadvantages to studying fiction. Fiction is incompletely complete. We're not able to see everything or ask questions about anything, but given windows to see through. Some windows are bigger than others, wider, clearer, more pronounced. It can be limited on some topics and limitless on others. However, while those inconsistencies remain, fiction lacks the variables that so often act as game changers in ethnography. Fiction operates in a vacuum. Nothing changes it, nothing affects it. It'll be the same every time you read it. Because of this, we can take a good hard look at the structure being revealed on paper through the workings of fiction, myth-making, in the little bubble all to our own. For our purposes, the Harry Potter series makes such potent material to study for several reasons. First and foremost, we love it. It's been a worldwide phenomenon since our childhood, and honestly, makes up some of the best illusion fodder. There is no conversation that cannot be improved by Harry Potter. Period. Secondly, it is one of those fictions that translates structure well. There is no way possible that the series would be as popular as it is if it did not make sense to a wide range of people. This project is based on the fact that it taps so closely into what is already known. It is not only the tip of the iceberg, but it's weighing at the Titanic. It has penguins and polar bears and looks like an iceberg should, whereas lesser fiction just looks like a dot of blue on a piece of blue construction paper. This may seem like an issue in an international sense, but even if the surface specifics are glossed over, people understand the overarching themes at work covering under the surface